23 years ago, I bought my first skateboard, and this is the exact same model. I found it on eBay, and I paid $40 for it the first day I bought it, and I think this time I paid like 80, including shipping, but that's the name of the game. I say we jump straight into it with an ollie. Oh no. The front 180, the shove it, and of course, the kickflip, which I hate doing stationary. Now, I think these are the only tricks I actually did with the Mongoose board before going to a better model, the local skate shop board, which is actually pretty good. And so far, here are a few problems with this skateboard. Like any other Walmart board, this board is suffering the same fate. The trucks don't turn very well, the wheels and bearings are a bit sticky, and the board itself feels a bit flat, but it actually feels better than I remember. And I would say that this board actually feels a little bit better than the Walmart boards of today. But today, they're $15. This board was $40. Inflation did not work well with skateboarding. And maybe the reason it was $40 is because it was a bit better, but I'm actually assuming it's because the margins for hard goods are so bad that at the time they had $40 just to make a little bit of a profit, and today they're not even really banking on a profit. All right, so every other trick I do with this board from here on out is a new trick done on the first skateboard I ever had. Whoa. Okay, so where do I start? This board is awful. The worst part is definitely the trucks. I knew that they didn't turn well, but they don't turn at all. They have a mind of their own completely, so when you turn left, sometimes it'll just go right, and sometimes it'll start to turn and then do a huge turn to the left. I could barely make it to the obstacle most of the time. The other huge problem is the grip tape. Obviously, if the skateboard is actually 23 years old, then the grip tape is probably gonna be completely worn. It feels like there's no grip tape on it at all. This is a very difficult board to skate, but it actually rolls kind of well. So the wheels and bearings, I would give, you know, a 3 out of 10. Still not great, but I would give the actual trucks like a 1, 2. You know, it's essentially having your trucks on backwards. And did you see the attempt on the Smith grind? I think the kingpin sticks out way too far. Did not even grind a millimeter, but I do want to try 5 difficult tricks with this skateboard. A few on the ledge, a few on the manual pad, a fakie front crook, difficult, backtail shove, manual kickflip, maybe a nose manual nollie flip as the hardest trick, and then maybe a switch 360 flip on flat ground. So 5 tricks that I'm just gonna sit here and battle because I'm a masochist. I think my board wasn't metal or aluminum. This might be a slightly more modern version of the board I had. It feels the same, it feels like a Walmart board, but I don't remember that clinking sounds on the first deck that I had, but I do remember the same design. And it's wild that 23 years later, I'm still doing this. I'm still skating around. My life is way different than it was then, but I still get to do the same thing that I enjoyed as a kid. And I think that's a pretty beautiful thing. But I still remember when I got my actual first skateboard after this. It was a local shop board, and the trucks turned well, the bearings were good, there was a lot of grip, and it was night and day. Honestly, learning on a better skateboard was astronomically easier, especially because that's going to be the board that you end up using for all different types of obstacles. Riding up to a handrail or a stair set or an outledge with a board like this is so dangerous because it's really hard to guesstimate what the trucks are gonna do and how they're gonna behave. But with a skateboard that's a little more modern, just easier. That's enough of that board, super fun, but the day is young. I say we go check out this 9 stair that's kind of close by and see if we can skate it. It looks a little beefy, but let's try it. Yes, I do warm up that way. I was literally gonna clip. Like, how much harder is this than the other 9 if I'm like bailing ollie? You definitely have to go faster because the ground absorbs your wheels more. This feels so much bigger than the other 9. That is weird. I don't know if I like this 9, I'll be honest. It's leaning forward. What the hell, dude? Terrible nollie. What? Ow. The problem with the 9 is you land downhill, so as you're riding up, it looks like you're going off this massive drop, but it's only a 9 stair. But because of that drop, it really messes with your mind, and it made every trick harder than it needed to be. Ugh, could've landed it first try. I felt pretty sketch. I should probably do another one to where I don't land like going back, but like all of these are such Hail Marys. Like even the fakie ollie, I'm just like I know I'm gonna land it, but it hurts. And it's like, it feels like scary to finally commit to. I don't know. Kind of depressing. See? It just feels like, it genuinely feels like brute. See? Terrible, dude. Oh my God, I'm annoyed. I'm trying a fakie ollie. What is going on? I've become like too skate park dependent. I felt like I was gonna clip again. Pretty sad. I had high ambitions. I was gonna try a fakie heel flip, but it was just like, felt horrible, like flinging that down it. And I was like, I have to get a flip trick down this 9 stair. So of course I went with the most classic one. I could have just done it first try, but dude, what is going? Okay, this set is not my set. Not my president. I flung a couple varial heel flips as well, and just nothing really. So I'm probably gonna end up skating a 10 stair later. That'll be easier than this 9 stair, but I'm glad we got a street session in. Wasn't super fun, but we will try to have more iconic spot skating, just wild the tricks that people do down that 9, and I wasn't really able to do anything, but that's okay. I got to keep my standards a little lower because sometimes my expectations exceed, and at night I'm like, I can do this and this and this, and the next day I wake up and I'm like, well, maybe I'm not quite there yet, since I'm especially sort of new to street skating again. Like, it's the thing I grew up doing, and then I've only been skating parks, and then street skating is sort of a different beast. But also, I'm a busy person. My life has a ton of other things going on right now, and I think that's totally okay. Right now, YouTube is unfortunately sort of like my part-time gig, but I'm trying to sort of do it more because it is the thing that I really, really, really love to do, and it will always be a form of escapism for me. And no matter what my life, where my life goes or what job I do, skateboarding will be there. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you're going out there and getting some kind of exercise in some way, doing some sort of physical hobby, because they're great for you, I promise you. Even if it doesn't feel super productive, I promise it's good exercise and it's really good for your brain. So go out there, skate, ride around, do whatever. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time. One video every single week. Take care, progress daily, and keep killing it.